Donald Henry Gaskins was born in 1933 in South Carolina. His early life was filled with hardship, poverty, and neglect. Gaskins was small in stature, often bullied, and desperate to prove himself. From a young age, he turned to crime. By his teenage years, he was already known for theft and violence. His behavior only grew more dangerous with time. In the 1950s, Gaskins began serving time in prison. Behind bars, he developed a reputation for being ruthless and unpredictable. After his release, he returned to South Carolina and continued his violent lifestyle. He became known as Pee-wee because of his short height. But despite his size, his actions made him one of the most feared criminals in the South. During the 1960s and 70s, a series of disturbing cases began to surface. Victims disappeared from rural areas and highways. Many were young hitchhikers or people who crossed paths with Gaskins. He claimed responsibility for multiple killings, describing him as part of what he called his coastal kills. This chilling term referred to random victims he targeted across South Carolina. At the same time, he was involved in personal disputes and hired crimes. This mixture of random and targeted acts made him especially unpredictable. By the mid-1970s, investigators began to close in. Witnesses came forward, and evidence started connecting him to disappearances. His arrest in 1975 marked the beginning of one of South Carolina's most infamous trials. In court, details of his crimes shocked the public. He confessed to many acts, boasting of numbers that seemed almost unbelievable. Some investigators believed his claims were exaggerated, but the confirmed cases were enough to secure convictions. He was sentenced to death, later changed to life in prison when the death penalty was briefly overturned. But in 1982, he was sentenced to death again after committing another crime inside prison. On September 6, 1991, Donald Henry Gaskins was executed by electric chair. His final moments ended one of the darkest chapters in South Carolina's history. Today, Gaskins is remembered as one of the most notorious criminals in the American South. His story continues to be studied as an example of how early abuse, neglect, and violent environments can shape a path toward infamy. His name remains etched in true crime history, a reminder of how one man's life of violence cast fear over an entire region.